We're here on the Origin stand, and we're on the Symbio part of the stand, and I'm joined by Deidre. Now,
yes.
You're in charge of research and the technical side of things, and we're going to get a bit sciencey now, aren't we?
Definitely, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, we're here to talk about compost tea.
Yes.
So, tell me about compost tea then.
Right. Okay, so we brew a compost tea, or you can brew a compost tea, and the idea is to introduce some more soil diversity, microbiology diversity into your soil, into your root zone. So they are naturally occurring in the soil already, but because of the way we manage our environment, we tend to end up managing them to suit the sports that we're playing. So for an example, if you were to go out now in autumn and walk in the forest, you would find the forest floor covered with leaves that have been falling off the trees. And what happens when you go back in summer, there are no leaves left. And that's not because somebody's been out with a leaf blower to blow away all the leaves.
Right, okay.
That's just because of the biology in the area. So there's obviously not just microbiology, but all the kind of biology. But particularly beneficial fungi, they're really good at degrading things like leaf matter and that kind of stuff. But obviously we don't play football or golf in a forest, although you mentioned
My golf sometimes is. Okay.
So generally speaking, we are managing that environment to such an extent that obviously you kind of reduce the natural biology that's available because of the way we don't want to play in a forest. So the way we can improve that is to have a nice balance between physics, chemistry and biology.
All right.
Quite often what's happened in the past is there's been quite a focus on getting good physics and chemistry in your soil, making sure the chemistry is good, making sure the physics is good, you've got good aeration, that kind of thing. But quite often the biology is neglected. And you kind of need all three legs to the stool, otherwise you fall off the stool. So soil biology is an important part of that element, and we work with soil biology and trying to help greenkeepers and grounds managers to improve their soil biology to augment their populations that they might already have. So compost tea is one way you can do that. You take a vermicompost, which is comes from earthworms,
right,
and you put it into a bucket like this, and you would make sure that you add some water to that and some nutrients to get the biology going.
Yeah.
And it needs to be aerated. It's really important because beneficial biology needs lots of good air, which is why the physics of soil is important too, to have nice aeration. And you leave that for, depending on what kind of brew you want, you can leave it for different amounts of time. The shorter the brew, the more beneficial bacteria you'll have. The longer you brew for, the more beneficial fungi you'll have, and it becomes more diverse the longer you leave it for. So I did a brew last week and I took some video footage.
So that's what's going on here. Just explain to us what we're seeing here then.
So this is a video footage from under a microscope. So they are tiny, weeny little organisms. You can't see them with your naked eye, so you need a microscope to see them. And what I did was I took some compost tea, I put them on a slide and put it under my microscope, and I took some video footage of what we can see. Okay. So this particular brew is from 48 hours. Okay. And what you can see are, this particular organism is a rotifer, and it's a protozoa, and it's a beneficial microorganism, and this is less magnified. You can see lots of bacteria in there, and fungi, and different kinds of soil biology microorganisms. Okay. And because it's been brewing for 48 hours, there's quite a bit of fungi in there, beneficial fungi, and quite a good diverse sort of population of microorganisms.
And then you apply that through a spray, do you? Or?
Yes, yeah. Okay. So you would put it into a spray tank and you apply it to your soil. Try not to apply it when it's like blazing hot sun, just like you wouldn't apply a pesticide or a fungicide when it's boiling hot. You don't want to do the biology either when it's boiling hot. So apply it sort of early morning, late evening, and just through a spray tank. But yeah. Okay.
So people get themselves a tank. You've got the ingredients for them to put in with.
Yes.
And start their tea brewing, yeah? So everything is in the kit, is it, that they need?
Yes. So you can buy a compost tea.
So not go out scraping up worm casts or anything like that?
No. We provide a nice vermicompost with our compost tea packs. It comes with nutrition, and it comes with other additives. You can add extra fungi or extra bacteria if you want to. And then, of course, we don't just produce compost tea, but we're quite well known for that. But we've got lots of other kinds of products that have biology in them or that encourage biology, things like humics and fulvics and that kind of thing.
Deidre, fascinating. Gets across that groundsmen and greenkeepers aren't just cutting the grass. You know, they're scientists, they're physicists as well. Yeah. Lovely to meet you.
And you. Thank you very much.